everyone. Today we are going to discuss very interesting scoring and easy chapter, which is sequence and series. Children, before starting with the questions of sequence and series, let us define sequence and series. So children, sequence is defined as the collection of numbers which follow a certain pattern or which follows a mathematical rule. For example, if I take say 1, 3, 5, 7 and so on. So it follows a particular mathematical rule that if we add 2 to this, then I will be getting the next term. If I will add 2 to this, then I will be getting the next term. So the collection of numbers which follows a particular pattern or a particular mathematical rule, then we can call it as sequence. Now, what is this word series? If we insert addition sign in between the numbers present in this sequence, then it is known as series. Now, children, there is a third word which is progression. Children, you have come across this word in class 10th in arithmetic progression, and arithmetic progression can be defined as a series in which successive term, or I can say a series in which difference of the successive term and the preceding term is a constant, then we call it as arithmetic progression. Now let's define this word progression first. If the term of the series constantly increases or decreases by a numerical value, then it forms a progression, and progression can be of three types, which is arithmetic progression, which you have read in class 10th, that there should be a common difference. There is geometric progression, which you are going to read in class 11 and which can be represented with GP, and we have common ratio SR. We will read it later on. And third is your harmonic progression, which you are going to read later on in your colleges and all. So we will be dealing with, in this class we will be dealing only with arithmetic progression, which in short can be written as AP, and with geometric progression, which can be represented as GP. Now let's discuss about arithmetic progression first. Now children, for arithmetic mean you have studied in class 10, then that we can calculate nth term by the formula an, which is the last term, or I can say the nth term as a plus n minus 1 into d. A is your first term, n is number of term, and d is the common difference. So this is one of the formula which we are going to use for AP. Second formula you read in class 10th was sum of n terms. So sum of n terms, formula for sum of n terms is n by 2 twice of a plus n minus 1 into d. You have also read one more formula which is to be used in special cases. When your first and last number is known, then you can apply this formula. Children, now in class 11th there is one more formula, that is arithmetic mean. If we have three numbers in AP, let's say A, B and C are three numbers which are in AP, that means their common difference is same, then this B is known as arithmetic mean, or I can say the middle number is known as arithmetic mean, and it can be calculated by adding these two and dividing it by half. That means the average of the, or I can say half of the first and the last term will give you the middle term. So this is one of the formula you will find in your books like this. If A, B are the extremes of your AP and C is inserted in between it, so C equal to A plus B by 2. So children, simply you can remember it like this, that the middle number is always half of the sum of the first and the last term. So this is a new concept here, arithmetic mean, which means this middle term is the half of sum of the extremes. Children, I have written here some of the definitions of sequence, series and progressions. You can make note of it. See children, now how we can apply the things in the questions. It is given, write the first 5 terms whose nth term is this. Now we are given with nth term and we want to find out first 5 terms. What do you have to do? Simply you have to replace n first of all with 1, then with 2, then with 3, then 4 and then 5. That will give you the 5 terms. So let's quickly do it. So these are the calculation when we put n equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. You can pause the video and see the solution. Let's see the next question. Before doing this question, let's discuss about Fibonacci sequence. Children, a sequence is said to be Fibonacci sequence if its first 2 numbers, or I can say the first 2 terms of a sequence is same and the third term is sum of the previous 2 terms. Then we can get a Fibonacci sequence. Now let's attempt this question. We have here A1 and A2, which is the definition of Fibonacci sequence, that first 2 terms should be same and third term should be the sum of these 2. So let's see, this is defined over here. The Fibonacci sequence is defined with this thing and it is given here n is greater than 2 because 2 terms are already given to us. So we'll calculate the third term. So for this nth term, which is an equal to a n minus 1 plus a raised a n minus 2. So I will be calculating it for greater than 2, that means for 3. So a3 will give me a3 minus 1 plus a3 minus 2, which gives me a2 plus a1. What is your a2? 1. What is your a1? 1, which gives me a3, 2. That means your a3 is sum of first 2 terms. So this is the third term. That means your sequence now changes into 1 and 1 and then next term is 2 and then so on. Now children, this is another part which says if your nth term is this, then you find out the values of it. So for second part you will be writing it as if we have an plus 1 upon an, then for you find out it for n equal to 1, then for n equal to 2, for n equal to 3 and n equal to 4, n equal to 5. What do you have to do? You have to just simply put n equal to 1 and calculate. So here it will be 1 plus 1 upon a1. That means this is a2 by a1, which means 1 by 1, which is 1. For next it will be your n equal to 2. So 2 plus 1 upon a2. So which is a3 by a2. So I know what is my a3. a3 is my 2. So this is 2 by 1 equal to 1. Next you will be calculating it for n3. So it will be a4 by a3. I have just put the value of n. So you need to calculate the fourth term. If you want to find out the fourth term here, then you need to put n equal to 4 here and then calculate the fourth term. Put the value here and find out. That means you need to find some more terms of the series by putting n equal to 4, 5 and 6 in this Fibonacci sequence, and then you will get your answer.